What should people seriously stop buying? Online IQ test. If there was a way to fail an IQ test, paying for one online would be it. Animals they can't take care of for the rest of their lives. Cheap children's party favors. We aren't talking the colorful pencils and paper pads that actually have some use. I'm talking about the nondescript plastic forms with popular media stickers and other garbage. The amount of trash plastic available for this niche is staggering, especially given that most of those toys hold a child's attention for 2 hours. Also, Happy Meal toys. Great for a collector because most of them get thrown out 6 months after being found behind the couch. Legos are highly resealable / giftable and tradable. Hot Wheels last forever. Most toys have at least a possible second life. But party favor crap is just crap. Herbalife. Most saltwater fish, if they aren't willing to put in the effort, and certain species that just can't be kept in captivity even with the effort. 90% of saltwater fish you see in the store except for most clowns, some tanks, some seahorses, and I think maybe cardinal fish are all wild caught. More than any other pet, when you take home a saltwater fish you have purchased a piece of the environment and you should treat it with every bit of respect it deserves. Pangolins. Glitter, sparkles, glitter, and sequins on everything, especially kids items. You think it's hard to get that shit out of your house after craft time. It's microplastic, and it's going into our waterways and oceans. Yet the toy stores and clothing stores are adding more sequins and glitter every day. Makes me furious. Just stop buying it. Merchandise with the pink for the cure bows. Detox teas or anything that claims to help rid you of toxins in your body. If you can't do that shit on your own already, then you need a kidney or liver transplant, not a tea that a fit mom is trying to sell you. Anything involved in an MLM scam. I'm looking at you Young Living essential oils. Shit made of plastic they use once and throw away. So much. Stop by so much. You don't need all that fucking shit. Puppy mill puppies. Any kind of shower gel or face wash that has those plastic microbeads in them. The beads are small enough to get through most filtration systems and are ruinous to marine life. Left square bracket. Other people. Not a sexy or flashy response, but no one should be buying a boiler, furnace, or water heater below 90% efficiency. The 80% efficiency equipment is ancient technology and you are throwing your money away, while also spewing more greenhouse gases. Edit. Well, this did leaks better than I anticipated. Many of you have pointed out instances where the 80% is an appropriate choice, whether it be flu issues, a steam system, or you don't have the fund for the 90% upfront. On top of this, I'll clarify that these upgrades should be made at the end of the boiler's life. It will almost never make financial sense to replace a functional appliance with a more efficient one, and the greenest equipment available is the one you already have. Heat pump crew, I'm with you, but currently, with US fuel mixes and electrical costs, there are very valid arguments against them. Everyone talking about how they have a 60-year-old boiler that runs like a tank. This is some serious survivor's bias. If they all worked that well, no one would have to replace old equipment and the industry would have died except for new construction. Tiny plastic garbage. I see TikToks of people unboxing like these mini plastic toys of name brand items. And they will have hundreds of them all individually wrapped in multiple layers of packaging, just to have tiny replicas of a bottle of Windex or Lay's potato chips. Shark fin soup. The fishers only want the fin and throw the shark out to the sea after cutting it, since the other body parts have no monetary value, letting the shark to die. I can't understand the people that buy holiday decor every single year. Are people buying fake trees and tossing them every year and needing a new one? Same with ornaments and whatnot. Obviously people move out of their parents or they need to replace ornaments if they are broken or something, but the amount in stores does not add up to me. Why so much new stuff every year? Fast fashion. Microtransactions, especially in sports games. Cosmetics in a free-to-play game? I don't have a problem with that. Gotta make money somehow and it doesn't affect gameplay. Blatant gambling and pay-to-win functionality in games like NBA 2K and Madden? Those can fuck right off. K-Cups. If you have a Keurig, use the reusable K-Cup. Any home exercise machine or equipment that requires a subscription to use. You paid $2,000 for a treadmill and then a recurring monthly fee to use it. How is this business model working? Caskets. Especially those sealed tight ones. Are dead need to decompose, and they will, but the casket can just explode. When I'm dead I want to be buried in a blanket and tossed in a hole. Let nature worry about me. Plastic bags. My father's village is drowning in plastic bags. They are everywhere. Sometimes they melt in the sun and I don't even want to know what the consequences are for the environment. Red delicious apples. You deserve better than that mushy garbage. Get yourself a Honey Crisp. Generally speaking, wild caught animals as pets. I had to go to the pet store today to buy some supplies and was utterly horrified. Cages of wild caught lizards, snakes, turtles, frogs, and salamanders, many piled on top of each other and writhing around trying to escape. They all looked sick and stressed and were being sold at impulse buy prices. Unfortunately, none of the species I saw have a protected status in this state and all are considered fair game. But that doesn't make this right. I can guarantee that 90% of customers in that shop have no idea how to take care of such creatures, and the remaining 10% who do know better than to support their ongoing mass collection. Unless you work for a professional conservation facility or animal rehabilitation center, please leave wild animals in the wild. Crack. People definitely should stop buying crack. Animals that are so inbred to meet a certain breed standard that they are a walking vet bill from birth. Brachycephalic dog breeds such as French bulldogs being an example. A new phone every year. Individual plastic coffee packets like Keurig cups, lots of plastic waste. If you are a normal, working class person, you do not need to pay for tax services. Governments and financial institutions, like your bank, provide free software you can use to file your taxes. Remember that it is a tax return that you are getting, not some bonus reward, so if you don't have to, it does not make sense to pay to get your own money back. Plastic bottles. Just buy a water filter and fill up the same bottle. Edit. For people saying just drink tap water, I agree 100%. I'm just saying there are a lot of people who only buy bottled water, drink it, throw it and buy another one. Ridiculously unnecessary. Those plastics are so difficult to recycle, if at all. Most just ends up in landfill anyway. Trying to convince them to buy a water filter is good middle ground. My Phil boasts about how eco-conscious he is, but still does what I said above. Drives me mental. Clothes. I know I don't need any more, I have way too many as it is, and yet I keep buying more, and I kinda hate myself for it. New clothes make me feel so good though. Please uninstall Yelp off your phone. They are nothing more than extortionists that hold small businesses hostage to bad reviews, real or fake, doesn't matter. I can't express how shitty Yelp is as a company. Every time you open their app, you give them support. TLDR. Fuck Yelp. This is mostly for my own work, but please stop buying your kids the cheapest musical instrument you find on Amazon. Those only make it hard to play, and then they'll end up quitting. Most music teachers can tell you where to buy a quality used instrument that will make your child successful, and thus have more fun. Cigarettes. Quit while you can. My Reddit friends if you need help doing so, we can be friends and I can help you all I can. People need to stop scalping pus. Plastic cutlery and beverages packaged in plastic bottles, soda, water, etc. Anything from an MLM pyramid scheme.